Chipper dives, makes the play, recovers, throws. Freeman digs it out. That ball is walloped. That ball is deep.
There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
Left side, Swanson to first. The Braves are world champions.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with another episode of Chops and Chains. This one is our first one in season. The baseball season has begun. The Braves are 3-1 right now.
3-1.
Yeah, in mid-game of Game 5, up 4-1 against the Cardinals. So
Tyler O'Neill looks like he's roided up.
yeah,
Do you see that?
He's
Good
a freak.
God, look at his left biceps.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Dude,
They've got a lot of outfielders in St. Louis.
that wasn't a bad pitch right there.
Dylan Dodd's on the mound for us. So if you hear any,
who's that Dodd guy?
yeah, if you hear any random comments about the game or a random "let's go" something like that, it's because we're watching the game live, and those just are natural. So, but yeah, we're gonna just pretty much talk about what's happened the past week. First week with the full transition into new baseball, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's not old baseball anymore.
It's not.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, and
It's
it's got
awesome.
positives, it's got negatives. More positives than negatives, in my opinion.
I would agree. The games were definitely faster, but like you said, I think it was like after like the second game, you're like you can't really tell.
No.
You know, it just feels natural.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already fully adjusted to like the time that I have between a swing and a miss and what I can do on my phone.
I haven't gotten used to that yet.
I'm already in.
Still haven't gotten used to it.
Like I did it. I know Olsen's first at bat tonight. He struck out, but like
He struck in all 3 at bats.
he has. But I know he swung at a pitch. I looked down, scrolled Twitter for a second, or I think I can do it about 10 seconds, and then he's back up in the box, ready to go, and it's just already natural, you know.
Yeah, and I really like it. I'm not going to lie. I
do.
really like it, but don't get me wrong. I love baseball. I love that it's getting faster. I don't want 2-hour-long games.
No.
That's too quick. I like to sit there and savor it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's just the diehard in me.
Yes, it is.
You know, like the casual fan.
We had
no
no problem watching a 4-hour game.
Absolutely not. I could watch that every night because I have.
It was fun to have.
It was the journey.
Yeah, it was fun to have. You turn on the game at 6:06 or whatever.
I'm watching that mug till I go to sleep.
And then it's on until 10:30.
Yes,
yeah,
it was great.
I mean that was fun, but when you have just casual fans and as well as younger fans, whenever they can turn on a 6 o'clock game or even 6:45 like tonight, and that game's done by 9 o'clock. I mean, you can get in the bed, go to sleep, feel good about your day the next day.
Yeah, it won't be super late. It's really going to help whenever we go out west.
It will.
That's going to be nice. Like I'll actually probably
9
be able to
o'clock
watch,
first pitch.
I'll probably be able to watch all of the out west games.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be done by midnight.
By midnight at the absolute latest.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's
that'll be a 2:50 game.
If it's our irregularity, you know.
Yeah, and their games are usually 9:10 our time, Central Time. So,
but I'm enjoying it. I really am. Pitch clock wise, like as far as like the violations and stuff, we really haven't had a lot.
We've
of
seen very little in our games.
I think our first one was last night.
No.
We
had one on each side.
Colin McHugh got one in his first appearance.
It was during commercial break. Yeah. It was about the warm-up time. That's what it was. It wasn't even like a real one,
it wasn't like during an at-bat. It took him too long to get warmed up.
Yeah. But I think we had one on a batter and then one on Morton.
I know the Cardinals had multiple hits.
Yeah, the Cardinals had one on batters. We had one on Morton.
Charlie got one.
So we got to see both sides of it for the first time.
Yeah, because
good sign though.
I think that was our first one. Honestly,
it was. Good sign to see that our bullpen hasn't really had the effects to it that we expected. especially Minter.
Minter's getting close.
Yeah, but
Minter gets down into the 5s and 4s every time.
But it's better. The more that he does it, the better he's going to get with that.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to get a violation, it's going to be now.
There's nothing wrong doing it with 4. I mean,
No,
he can do that forever.
I mean, it's legal, so he can do it. It's just we knew he was going to be the problem child. We knew he would be the guy that was going to take the longest to basically get used to it.
I wonder. I think Kenley Jansen's hurt again, or had a irregular heartbeat. He had something pop up again. It wasn't a heartbeat, but it was like
something weird.
Yeah, something where people were like, "I hope it's not that again." Because I was wondering, he whenever I watched him last year and they talked about the rules, he was always like,
everybody said he is going to struggle.
Yeah, it was a reason we didn't sign him.
Oh, come on, Dylan, don't lose him.
But yeah, Minter he's been effective. Hasn't really looked not like AJ, so that's a really positive sign.
No, he's been fine. Velocity's there too, so
it was good to see a decent Charlie outing.
There you go.
I mean, Charlie's been doing it forever.
It wasn't your stereotypical Uncle Charlie. Let's throw these back foot sliders and strike everybody.
He didn't hit anybody in the back foot.
He did not. Which is
I don't think he hit a batter. Period.
He didn't. But
and he didn't give up a home run.
He didn't miss barrels.
Did he?
Though. I mean, he didn't. He missed the barrels, but he didn't miss bats. And,
did they hit a homer last night?
I do not think so.
I don't
Miracle
think so.
Because he only had 4 swing and misses the whole game.
Yeah, and he his biggest problem last year was homers.
Yeah, he definitely missed the barrel though, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
But we know that's not always going to be the case.
Other rule changes: the bases, which started off with a hot start for the Braves. Ronnie leads off the season with a walk. I think it was a hit.
No, he got a base hit to right field.
Yeah, leads off the season with a hit. They immediately throw over 2 times. I think before they even throw a pitch.
They did,
and then
he looks over at EY.
Yeah,
he said 1, 2, I go.
And he was ready to go. He fell so hard because he was trying to go so hard. Got back and then went again, and got there very easily. And there was a bit of like, is this about to happen all year long? And he hasn't.
That's the only time.
Yeah, that's the only time it's happened.
Yeah,
he stole his second base tonight, but
people are just going to have to be smart.
Yeah,
they
really are.
Pitchers are really going to have to take advantage of those throwovers.
Yeah, especially with the speed,
one for sure.
The speed that we have with him and Ozzy and Mike, and that's spread all the way out through the lineup.
I mean, we saw it tonight. Matz threw over once, and then Ronnie went on first move.
Yeah, last night there was one throw over as well.
Boy, young fella.
Get the ball. There
Way
it is.
to get out of that, Dylan Dodd.
Dylan Dodd goes through 5 with 73 pitches. He might not be done.
They have Uncle Jesse warming up.
Yeah.
I think that's probably just
oh, here we go.
They might not want him to face that lineup.
In Marlins news, Sandy Alcantara, 9 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs, 5 strikeouts, 100 pitches.
Yeah.
1 hour, 57-minute game.
Ugh.
Shutout 1-0 versus the Twins.
That's probably as short of a game you'll see. How many hits do the Marlins have?
I'm about to look.
Look up walks, too.
Sandy only had 1 walk.
So 4 base runners.
1 walk, 3 hits. And then the Marlins had 3 hits and 1 walk. So they had 8 base runners total.
That's probably the quickest game you'll have.
Yeah.
How many pitching changes did Minnesota have?
Maeda went 3, Pagan went 2, Moran went 1. 120 pitches. Sandy went 100, so 220 pitches. And it's a 157 game.
Good Lord.
That's a pitching exhibition.
That was, he's the best in the game
yeah,
right now, so
yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, the bases are. I think it's a good addition. You haven't really had those plays at first yet, where in the past
bang, bang. We had one last night.
Yeah, but you didn't feel like it was.
But
you didn't feel like it was close. Like with the turning an ankle or something like that. The player safety side of it.
Yeah. Is that why they did that?
Yeah.
I don't see how it's player safety related.
Because they were so close, like with the feet.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
And they added 3 more inches, so it can they
Dylan
could
Dodd's done.
They can have more like the first baseman can be on this side and the runner can have this much more room on this side.
I didn't think about it from that
Because
standpoint.
it was 15 inches.
Yeah, because they added.
An adult probably wears a size 12.
Yeah.
So
the average.
And you have at least half of that foot on there.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to help speed up like base runners and stuff. I didn't think about the player safety side.
Oh, yeah. That was the main
that's
side.
going to be the main thing they're worried about, obviously.
But yeah, I think that's it for the rules. I guess let's just get into talking about the team. Biggest thing, Max Fried.
Yeah.
Pulled his hammy after looking.
Fourth inning?
It was early, maybe third or fourth.
I mean, he
was looking good.
He had some bad luck with fly balls in the high sky that day, but
Yeah, the Braves had the worst defensive game I've ever seen them play. Probably.
yeah, probably so.
Arcia just straight up missed a fly ball.
That was between Mike and then Mike and Ozzie.
Mike and Ozzie had the
one
first
drop.
one, but Arcia missed one that like just literally dropped in the infield. Olsen, I believe, had something go on.
I think he lost 1 or 2, and then Riley made a fielding error. I think everybody in the infield had some type of blunder that day.
And then C.J. Abrams had just about as many as we did.
He had 3 by himself.
Yeah, it was an interesting. Oh, Mike had the throwing one too, that bounced off the mound.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
You didn't see that?
I couldn't watch the whole opening day game.
Mike made a throw from center field, and it hit right at the back of the mound where the dirt goes to grass, and it jumped to the left dugout.
Jeez.
They were like, that ball couldn't have landed any other spot to do that. Like, it was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, Braves won that game. Lost Max for a hamstring injury. Just went on the IL today, actually. Probably out 15 days.
Everybody's thinking he'll be back. He won't stay longer. Everybody thinks he'll be right back. So that's a positive.
He even talked about it himself. He experienced a very similar situation with this.
I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, where he actually had a hamstring injury, I believe, in one of his first 2 or 3 starts, and then
it was in April. He said,
yeah, and he came back in April, so it must have been early on. So that's good that he's fought through this before.
My only concern I've ever had with Max is
blisters.
His durability. He's always got some type of little nagging thing that pops up every year, it feels like.
But, I mean,
the main thing I think about is the blisters in Milwaukee.
Every pitcher is going to miss 10 games. I mean, 10
nobody's
days.
going to pitch 30 starts. Nobody is.
I mean, they might pitch 30. They might not pitch 36 or whatever.
It's super rare. You know?
You're not going to have a pitcher not have a 10-day IL stint. And that's just how it is. Something's going to happen.
Everybody has said, better now than later.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather him miss this time while we can get our young guys some reps, basically.
Exactly, because we're already in a position battle, I guess you could say. And
Dodd looks to be winning that.
Well, we had guys that, like Elder, who you never really felt comfortable about him not being in the running, and now he'll get his chance.
And every year you're going to use 10 or 11 starters.
Yeah.
Every single year. We've done it for as long as I've been watching, as long as you've been watching. It's a thing. It's going to always happen because, like you said, they just get nagging injuries.
Yeah, pitchers get hurt.
Pitchers are just so fragile.
They are.
They are the most fragile human
beings. They need to be
100%. Yeah. Everything has
Unless
to
you're Tyler
Matzik
Matzik putting your body on the line for a World Series.
He donated his left elbow.
Yeah.
For a World Series.
He's going to come back and go 5 more.
Luke donated his right elbow.
Yeah, they did.
We're forever grateful.
Yeah, but that's the main injury concern. I don't think we really had anything else.
Raziel Iglesias has not resumed throwing, so it's probably gonna be a little prolonged injury. And yet again,
we're fine.
Give me him in September. I don't care about him in April. I want him September and August and October.
And
take your time, buddy.
That's another.
We know what you got.
That's another place where
it's another blessing. We get to keep Nick Anderson
and Tonkin, who looked really good yesterday or Sunday.
It wasn't Sunday. Tonkin, let him eat some innings like Uncle Jesse does,
because we can't keep both.
No.
So let both of them. Let Raziel come back in mid-May.
I think that's the most realistic thing, because you'll have to build him back up, which he's a closer, so you don't have to really build up. But
if Tonkin is looking like he's a serviceable bullpen guy in mid-May, still keep him around.
Yeah, or Nick Anderson.
I mean, Nick Anderson, I think we all.
I want him.
I think we're all in on that.
Set in stone.
But he's the one that actually has options.
Yeah, I know.
So if someone goes down and if Tonkin's still performing well, Anderson's still performing well. Anderson's going to have to go down.
It's just two completely different roles.
Or one of them gets a phantom IL stint.
Which is what one of them's going to get it this Friday whenever we need Schuster back. Because somebody's going to have to go on the IL for him to come back and pitch.
What do we do, a bullpen game?
It's one or the other.
Uncle Jesse's ready.
I think that decision will be made after
Minter will go 3.
after Thursday's game.
I think we'll go bullpen. We haven't, knock on wood, but I mean we've done pretty well with our bullpen management right so far.
Oh, exactly. And our pitchers have really helped us with that. Like Charlie going almost 6, Strider getting into
Dodd
the 6th,
going 5 tonight.
Dodd getting to the 6th inning.
We haven't had to use our high leverage guys. Dylan Lee ain't pitched this year.
Yeah, and he's probably the guy I'm most excited to see because he's just gotten better and better.
He was our best pitcher in the spring.
Yeah, like he
Didn't give up a run, barely gave up hits.
talk about a career-changing moment 2 years ago in that World Series.
Yeah.
You know, that changed his career for the better. But
Ooh,
what happened?
more news than NL East. Max Scherzer's allowed back-to-back home runs.
It's so unfortunate.
Rowdy Tellez, Brian Anderson, and Garrett Mitchell. And the Braves have sold out their home opener Thursday.
Good.
And Baltimore's called up Grayson Rodriguez.
Good. He was about to have to pitch against the Stripers in a couple of days.
Guess what? He gets to pitch against Jacob deGrom tomorrow.
That'll be fun. Why didn't he just make the opening day roster?
I don't know. If they were going to not wait till the service time crap.
This is interesting. We're about to bring in Eddie
to bat for Pilar. Oh, we got a righty.
We're facing a righty. I like it. I like it, Snit. They're trying to get Acuna another at bat. Because if he bats now, he'll get to bat again in the 9th.
What was I was looking at the bullpen.
The thing is,
have we used Jimenez pitched Saturday?
He pitched in Washington.
Kirby Yates, he looked good. I mean, McHugh pitched last night, I believe.
He's pitched a couple times.
Jimenez.
The good thing is Strider pitches Thursday.
Yeah.
If he doesn't require an early hook,
the way that Strider looked the other day, he's going 5 or 6.
If he doesn't fall off the face of the earth Thursday,
he's going 5 minimum.
We should have all of our long guys ready.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, just count on Uncle Charlie to be Uncle Charlie for one good game.
Yeah.
So we should be okay. But
so many of our guys
play it by ear,
so many of our guys can go long.
Exactly. Like you got Jesse.
Jesse can go 3 if he has to.
And then Tonkin can go multiple. Lukey can go multiple.
Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson used to be a starter, I believe.
Anderson to go multiple. No, he pitched for the Rays where everybody was a starter.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, we've got the guys.
Did he just throw the ball and hit Eddie?
No, he just ducked. Minter went 3 in the World Series. So I mean the NLCS.
Well, if we do that, then we don't deserve to win ball games.
He can be our opener.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. We should be okay, and that's what kind of makes me feel like we will do that.
Yeah, there's never been a situation where you feel like good about injuries, but they almost feel like blessings right now. They really do. Blessings in disguise.
Yep.
Because, like I said, we've got so many position battles.
We've gotten to see Nick Anderson really do it in a game again, for the first time in a couple years. We've gotten to see Tonkin pitch for the first time since, I think,
2017. 2017.
I was about to say 2017, but I thought
it just sounded
there's
too
no
stupid.
way that's possible. That was 6 years ago, But like you said, he looked really good, man. He's wearing Will Smith's number, so he's already better than Will.
Yeah.
So
hey, Will Smith's a Mariano Rivera type year in that postseason.
It all started after that game in San Diego when he walked.
Speaking of numbers, Andrew Jones getting retired.
God.
Did you see the whole situation with that?
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to come out yet.
Yeah, like Eduardo Perez said it on Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah, and I don't know how I didn't see it on Twitter. He must have said it late in the game. But
I saw a couple people talking about it.
See, I didn't see it anyway. Why didn't you tell me?
I've
been waiting on that day.
I just thought it was like something that was already known or something.
Every year I get pissed off in spring training seeing people wear his number.
Yeah.
He didn't go. Guess he did. Long time coming. It makes no sense that it took this long if they weren't going to wait for him to be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like David O'Brien said, it just felt like they were waiting on that to happen to finally do it. But I guess they've seen that he's going to get in eventually.
Yeah.
And they're just like, screw it, we might as well go ahead and do it now while he's still young. So it's weird that they waited this long. Acuna just struck out for the third time this season.
It's game 5.
Yeah,
6th inning.
He's a different animal this year.
Yeah, let's get into our lineup. Let's start at the top. Acuna. He
on fire.
Yeah, he looks as good as he's ever looked.
Somebody said on Twitter yesterday that home run he hit last night that I guess St.
Oppo.
Louis, Oppo low key jam shot.
Yeah,
probably doesn't get out last year.
no,
Probably doesn't get out.
last year there were so many concerns about his pop.
Yeah, like everybody's like, oh my god, he's lost his pop.
And the spring
he
didn't
have
really
his back knee.
The spring didn't really do anything to like help that. He didn't do anything in the World Baseball Classic, like homer wise. I think he had 3 in the spring, maybe.
He had 1 or 2.
Yeah, he had 1 like the last game.
Yeah, that one that sounded like a freaking gunshot.
Yes. But yeah, Ronnie, he's Ronnie. He's back.
He's
having fun,
100% healthy, and
running around.
tell.
I mean, he had like a 4-for-4 game with a walk, I think, the other day.
He threw somebody out earlier.
Yeah, almost made a diving catch and then threw out Contreras at second to end an inning. I mean, he looks like that 40-40 guy. Every time that he gets a homer or a stolen base, Brandon Gaulden says, "Update your 40-40 trackers."
Yep, he's got 2 and 2.
And I don't.
Speaking of Brandon Gaulden, I love him.
Yeah, I did too.
I get chills thinking about him. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like a big game with him talking.
Yeah, and I think that's one of my reasons I was concerned coming in.
Yeah, because he's too professional.
I don't want a big game for 162.
Yeah, but he's shown some fun in him.
Oh no, he absolutely
I
has.
think,
That's what I like about him.
You got to know he's nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be like one of not you necessarily.
And he's still in his.
It'd be like me doing this.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
still early in.
You know, like I would be a nervous wreck.
Come June, he'll be good.
Dude,
he'll be laid back.
Yeah, let him.
Frank Orr be on like a 3-week trip where he's gone.
I think he's just let him get his feet wet and it's.
I have no complaints. I have no complaints.
I love that Frank Orr's being Frank Orr. Frank Orr's so good, man.
He is.
ESPN's going to pay him something stupid.
Probably, but does he even care? He might just want to be a Brave.
I don't think he wants to do that because he's, like you said, he's going to take 2 weeks off to be with his family.
Yeah.
Or a month off because he always does because he coaches his kid Little League team. So I'm really enjoying the broadcast, though, so far.
Yeah,
I've been very,
definitely.
very, very pleased.
But going back to Ronnie, I don't think I've ever, seen a guy get talked about that much for 40-40. It's insane that everything happens.
It's just expected.
Yeah, everything happens, and it's let's update that number for this historic feat that very few people will accomplish.
Well, everybody knows he should have already had it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows in 2019 he should have had it.
That's
what pisses everybody off.
It's like Steph Curry type stuff where he constantly has the 50-40-90 club getting talked about. Where you look at it as
rare as 40-40, but still it's a feat.
I mean, it's pretty rare.
But there's only been 3 people who would ever do 40-40, I think.
Was it?
I think it was Barry. Maybe it might not be. I think Barry did it. Jose Canseco, I know, is one of them. I want to say Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, and then A-Rod or something. Somebody weird. It wasn't like a super big name, I don't think, or it might have been. I know Jose Canseco for a fact has done 40-40. 30-30 is more common. But
40-40, 4 players.
4 players.
It was Barry and A-Rod, Jose Canseco.
So I got 3 of them.
Alfonso Soriano, maybe?
Really? Dude, people forget how freaking good he was.
Yeah, he also had 40 doubles with it.
That dude was so good, man. I want to say he was linked to PEDs loosely, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the 4. And 50-40-90s happened. Well, if you don't count recurring, it's probably 20.
Yeah.
Because
it's still super impressive both ways. Both things are super impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But there's somebody else that people are thinking is going to get 40-40. Mike ain't never going to get it. But there's somebody else in the MLB. I want to say it might be Julio Rodriguez that people are talking about doing it.
Probably.
I want to say that's who it is. But Ronnie looks so good right now, man. He looks so locked in.
There's been 10 people in NBA.
Dang.
And Steph's only done it once. It's weird. Thought he did it a lot. Steve Nash did it 4 times.
The minimum attempts probably hurts a lot of people.
Yeah. But yeah, Ronnie, enough said about him. Very exciting to watch.
He's
opened up today with a leadoff hit, first pitch. Man, just happens.
He's beating out these infield singles again.
Yeah.
That's when he's playing his best baseball, is when he's beating out.
And his plate
infield
discipline
singles.
just continues to get better and better.
3 strikeouts in 5 games.
Yeah.
That's not something you see often.
And that just happened, that third one.
And it was a tough at bat. It seemed like he just couldn't.
Yeah. Matty O up next. The power's there still.
He's going to strike out.
Yeah, he's going
to
strike
strike out. I mean, I'm not even going to freak out about it.
Well, I think the lefty-lefty situation for him has been a little bit more prevalent than I expected to start the year.
Just let him get his feet wet. There ain't no telling how many lefties he actually faced in spring training.
Yeah. And
you always got to think about that. 'Cause I think about Ozzie. Every day that Ozzie played, what's his face played?
Olsen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played. So Ozzie, I want to say, had like 6 at bats right-handed this spring. So
really?
that means they faced a righty. A lefty a couple times.
Yeah.
And
I think I might be wrong, but I think 3 of the 5 starts this year have been lefties against us.
Yeah, the Nationals threw 2, and then Matt's today.
Yeah, so that's something you don't see much
because
at
Mackenzie
all.
Gore looked like freaking Sandy Koufax out there or something the other day.
Yeah, and then who was the first?
Patrick Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin. Yeah, Corbin,
sucks.
Gore, and then Steven Matz. Steven Matz ain't been nothing, and he didn't Steve Matz. He was a Met, right? Yeah.
Oh, I would take him right now.
Steven Matz?
Yes.
Why?
He's got filth, man.
What did he do tonight?
Well, I mean, we're really good. That's part of that. But 4 years ago, before they got rid of him to the Blue Jays, I would have taken him right then.
Oh, yeah. I would have taken Syndergaard then, too.
He was freaking scary early on in his career.
Yeah, but right now he's not.
I mean, I think we could fix him.
We don't need to.
You wouldn't like him pitching in the 5th spot right now?
No. Not after seeing Dylan Dodd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Olson, though, there's no real concerns with him so far. Probably hasn't hit the ball as much as we'd like, but still has, 2 homers?
Yeah, he had 2. No, he had 2 in one. He had 2 in one game. Should have had 1 open today.
Yes.
Off the wall.
Yes.
And his are gonna come, man.
Yeah, they are. Once he gets to the chop house.
Yeah, let him get home and he'll
face
be fine.
righties.
Yeah, let him face some freaking righties.
And then speaking of facing lefties, Austin Riley's on fire. He crushed a lefty today. Absolutely crushed a baseball yesterday.
He hit a ball
473.
really far.
Yeah, 4th longest in Busch Stadium history.
The longest by opposing player.
Biggest thing with him, as you continue to say, no one wants to pitch to him. He drew 4 walks opening day?
3 walks opening day.
3 walks, and then had a single maybe. Like he's barely getting pitched to.
And that's
the greatness of having this freaking deep lineup.
I mean, it's the greatness that they're walking him because we know what we got behind them. I mean, I would walk him too, but I would also have to think, oh my God, I have Ozzie Albies behind him right now, who's hitting the cover off the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have Travis d'Arnaud, who I guess is
batting
like
cleanup now.
Yeah, who's batting cleanup, who's thinking, okay, I don't have to catch this year, so I'm just going to swing out my shoes every at bat.
Yeah.
So
d'Arnaud, man, d'Arnaud looks so good. He looks so good.
He's looked good, but I'll tell you who's impressed me is Ozzie.
Ozzie's hitting the ball of the way.
Ozzie he has looked so comfortable at the plate.
Yeah.
He's not tried to do too much like he always
hasn't hit
does.
himself yet.
He ain't hit himself. He almost did.
Yes.
He ain't swung at a pitch that's hit him. Like they're pounding him away right now, man. Change up.
Yeah, Ozzie looks really good.
He looks really freaking good, and that's big for the lineup because of his switch hitting ability, But
got the power last night too. Hit a homer.
Avoid the golden sombrero.
That's what you like to see.
That was lefty too.
Mm-hmm.
Both his home runs this year have been lefty.
Yep.
Which you don't see a lot from him.
No.
You always think, oh, his righty swing is going to be his best swing, but not yet. But Travis in this stage of his career, he needed somebody else there to be the primary catcher, I think.
I mean, I don't know.
And I think this is going to help him be better for a longer period of time in the season.
Probably, but he's just hitting the ball.
I know. So once Murphy gets going, then they're both going to be hitting the ball.
Is Murphy going to get going?
I mean,
Murphy ain't showed me anything that makes me happy.
Give him
He threw a guy out. He threw a guy out.
He's got a freaking hose back there.
He threw a guy out, and that makes me happy.
You can't just make these knee-jerk reactions. Yeah, we traded for him in January.
Well, all I've seen about him was that he needed to get out of Oakland to hit the ball.
Yeah.
Well, we've been out of Oakland for 5 games.
But something like, I think I talked to you.
And he ain't got that. There ain't no pressure crap with him with Olsen.
There ain't no pressure, but, well, there's a different type of pressure.
No, there's not. He has no pressure.
Playing for a winning team for the first time in your career.
You're batting 8.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's different. It's a lot different. He's also facing guys for the first time in his career. He's never faced any of these dudes.
Nah, I'm sure he has.
Never. They're comparing it to Matt Olson coming over here last year. Matt faced everybody for the first time last year for the most part. All these big names.
Last year they played every team.
Huh?
Last year everybody played every team, didn't they?
No, that starts this year.
Really?
Yeah, that starts this season.
Huh. I thought it was last year.
No, so he's never seen any of these dudes. You know what I mean? So once he kind of gets his feet wet, especially with our division guys, that's going to be a different animal. I mean, he'll be fine. Just give him time.
If he can hit.
He can hit, dude. He's not going to hit 290 or 280. He's going to be a 250 to 260 guy.
With no power.
He has more pop than Darno.
I don't know.
That's off the end of the bat.
I just, as long as he doesn't let people steal on us, he'll be okay. But
see, the thing is,
the more that Travis does this, the less happy I feel about the trade. And yeah, we didn't give up much, but I mean, why right now could we not be playing Darno and Billiam, who's batting cleanup for a team and hitting well?
Because we don't care. Our lineup is good enough where we don't have to have that superstar hitter. We don't need pop from 9 people necessarily. Would it be nice? Yeah, but they valued Murphy's defense so much, and they know he can also hit in spurts, that it's okay. They can sacrifice the potential of what Billiam can do, but they know what Billiam cannot do. And he can't defend his position nearly as he can't defend it better than Travis. And Travis is an average at best catcher defensively.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think, and maybe it'll become more prevalent down the year. But I mean, what we've seen, one guy try to steal a base on us this year, and that's only with Murphy catching 2 games. I mean, with the games Travis is out there, no one's stealing. And we're not throwing over. I don't know if we've done a pickoff move this year.
It's going to pay off whenever we play the Phillies.
Trey Turner.
Brandon Marsh.
Maybe.
Realmuto.
I mean, the Nationals were fast. The Cardinals have fast guys. It feels like maybe we'll have a stretch against the Padres or something where teams are just going to come out there and start stealing and have more situations like that. But yeah, we've taken advantage of it, kinda. I mean, Ronnie's done a couple steals. That's really it. But it doesn't seem like we've seen that much on our side with the guys stealing.
Defensive catcher
who's caught 2 games before tonight. He caught 2 of the 2, 2 of the 4 before tonight.
Well, they wanted their catcher for the future.
Yeah.
Okay? Travis, we don't know how many more years he's got left, especially if he had to be an everyday guy. He was going to be doing the bulk of the catching if William was still here. He can't handle that, I don't think. You think they just traded this dude without his blessing?
No, I mean, I know Travis wants this, but
I mean, he was honest with him. It seems like he was like, okay.
I don't know how much of. I mean, if it was an 80-80 split with Contreras and Darno this year.
I mean, 80-20?
81-81.
You're talking about games, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about percentage.
No. If it was an 80-80 split, like I just don't know how much. Hey, it's Mike's first fly ball tonight. I just don't know how much it would like really affect us defensively, and maybe teams will just sprint around if it was Contreras and Darno, but they didn't really do that to us last year. In the past couple of years, there's been teams that did try to steal
encouraged. We knew Travis wasn't throwing nobody out.
Yeah, but still, it never really felt like it hurt us. We won a World Series.
Yeah, but people should have taken advantage of it.
But why didn't they?
There wasn't nobody was as nearly as enticed as they are now to do it. You saw the numbers.
We've seen it. It feels like we've seen it less and less against us.
Well, that's just the teams we've played so far. We've played 2 teams.
Yeah, maybe.
Across the league, the steal percentages are doubled.
Yeah.
I think opening weekend or opening day, there's 80 attempts to steal a base.
Yeah.
That's freaking insane. 16 or 15 games and 80 attempts, that's over 2 a game. And yeah, it didn't happen against us, but we also play against the Nationals. They don't care about winning right now.
Yeah, I hope the signing becomes. I hope we're able to see the value of it sooner rather than later. I'm just right now. I don't feel great about it as I did before opening day.
This is how I look at it. Everybody in the baseball world thought it was a great idea.
Yeah,
that's generally a pretty good sign. Like everybody thought, okay, that's an amazing signing. That's going to do.
But at the same time, right when that happened, we were continuing to be like, what else are we getting? It never felt like it was enough at the time.
That was because of the names we gave up.
And it never felt like it was enough.
Well,
we were thinking we were getting an all-star level shortstop with this.
I think a lot of that was also the fact that we had a hole at shortstop.
Yeah, we did.
I think if we have Dansby, we don't look at that deal nearly the same. I think we look at that deal as like, oh, okay, that's fine. And heck, if we're honest, we're kind of back paying for Matt Olson a little bit.
No.
We can look if we look at it this way. Okay, look at what we gave up for Matt Olson and Sean Murphy.
No, because the A's didn't get anything from us.
But still, we got Sean Murphy and Matt Olson from them. So what did it take for us to get them?
That went to the Phillies? That went to the A's?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
3-team deals happen all the time.
Yeah, but the Cardinals, the Brewers were the ones that I feel like got the stuff from us. Contreras, and we sent someone else there.
I think that's all we
thought we sent a pitcher.
If it was a minor, like a low minor league guy.
Oh, no, I thought Contreras is a great player, and like I said, he's batting cleanup for a guy. For a team. While Murphy's already at 8.
Following. It was obvious they were never comfortable with him back there.
But we also continued to hear signs that he was getting better at it defensively.
We also heard that from Vaughn, and Vaughn's in AAA.
And looking good.
So it makes hitting.
And
he'll
be up. He'll be
fine.
up.
He ain't gonna be up if RC keeps
playing
like
but
this.
that is something that we said was like, if Vaughn can just hit the ball well, and we were okay with Vaughn making mistakes at short. Yeah. Why weren't we okay with Contreras doing that?
It's too important. People value.
I think shortstop's way more important.
They get more attempts, yes, but you have to look at everything else that gets involved with catching.
Yeah.
Especially with the bigger bases now, the shorter base paths. You got to think about all this stuff, and it really matters whether or not your pitcher and your catcher are on the same page, I think, this year because of the pitch clock. And you don't have time to be like, nope, don't like it. Nope, don't like that either. Nope. You don't have time to sit there and shake off, you know what I'm saying? So you've got to really be in sync, and people value his game calling.
Well, so much of that's pitch comm now, though.
Well, yeah, but you still don't have time to go through 3 or 4 options.
Yeah.
It's either 1 or 2, or we got to waste a pitch here,
Yeah, hopefully it works out, and I think it'll get better as the season goes on. He's off to about as bad of a start as he could be, in my opinion.
He ain't striking out, so that's fine. He's just getting soft contact.
I think it's more infuriating that he isn't striking out.
Yeah, it sucks.
The soft contact sucks to look at worse.
Yeah.
And we both said that.
Well, I know it does suck to watch that happen, but I mean, at least he ain't.
I'd rather him just strike out and be like, oh, he's just not in the groove yet.
Well, he's not in the groove. He ain't barreling it, and he looks better than Marcell Ozuna right now.
Marcell hit a homer.
Marcell looks horrible.
Marcell's putting the ball in play.
Just as good as he is.
Yeah, I don't know. Marcell also did have like 3 walks last night, which he never walks.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
He had 2 at least.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Good for him. He don't walk. Him and
no,
Ozzy,
at all.
Ozzy sure as heck don't walk.
Who else? Ozzy, as we said, looks really good. Money Mike hasn't gotten off to the hot start bat-wise.
Yet again, 3 lefties.
Yeah.
And that is his biggest Achilles heel right now.
Yeah.
And it's what everybody said from last year. I think he hit like 212 or in the ones against lefties last year.
You haven't seen a just straight up power hit yet from him. But what I do love seeing so far, it feels like he has 2 or 3 oppo hits.
He does.
He's hit some balls to that left, to that third.
Yeah,
short and third. He's had a couple. I think he had one last night that went that way. But yeah, seeing that from Mike, that's something that, I mean, as he continues to get older, you want to see him put the ball everywhere.
Contreras don't make that stop.
Yeah, but that and his glove, he's still going to be elite. Has had some weird, just like unlucky plays.
That first day though, like everybody had issues.
Well, but then he had a game. I mean, he had he ran down a ball in like center field and dropped it.
Yeah,
Saturday, I believe.
He closed his glove too early. It looked like.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Eddie. Wow.
Tyler O'Neill needs to be drug tested. He looks like he's been carved out of freaking stone, dude.
I guess we can talk about left field.
Rosario is
got his first hit last night.
Yeah, they're platooning him now.
Yeah, they're platooning him way more than you thought. You thought he was starting every game.
I felt like he was, because that's what it felt like all spring.
Well, he wasn't there half the spring.
Well, the spring where he was there, it was all him.
And that might be because he wasn't there the rest of the time.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's really weird.
Tonight, Pilar got the start, got a hit. I don't know if he had a ball hit his way. I really don't think he did.
He did last night.
Pilar?
He did last night.
Oh, he went in for defense.
Yeah.
Marcell, though, I mean, he's looked fine. I mean, he's gonna play. People can get over it. I don't have a big concern. I'm not happy with him. I'm not feeling great. But you know,
he's not going to be your DH in October.
No, that's gonna be darn no.
He dang sure ain't playing left field in October.
Which he hasn't looked bad in left.
He's been fine, but if
he hasn't made a mistake,
October, I'm gonna be pissed. Everybody's gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, he's not. I think we make a trade before that happens.
I think this is his last year with us.
I wouldn't be shocked if we actually move him at the deadline, because I think his contracts, you can get out of it after this year. There's ways to.
It'd be less money for sure. I don't. He either gets traded at the deadline or we get rid of him this summer. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be a Brave next year.
Probably
I'd
not.
be shocked.
Eddie, though, he'll get in the groove of it. I'm not concerned at all.
Looks 1,000 times better than he did last year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He had a walk last night. Had a base hit.
Base hit a minute ago.
Yeah, had a base hit down the line. He's Eddie. Made a good diving play right then. That was good to see out of him.
If your worst hitter in your lineup is Eddie Rosario,
yeah,
you're doing something pretty good.
Yeah, and then shortstop, Arcia looks as good as we could ever hope.
And Anthropoulos right now is just giving us the finger.
Yeah,
like I told you, this is why I'm me and you're you.
Yeah, man, I'm very happy with him. He had a homer he had a homer tonight. Has been hitting the ball well the entire year. He might not have a game without a hit. It feels like he's had one every game.
That feels right. I'm about to look.
Apparently, he's like the worst fielder.
3 against Washington on Sunday.
Everybody
sucked that day.
He's apparently in like all the stats the worst fielder in baseball already. Like minus two outs above average. Which
I don't care.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in my eyes. But I'm very proud of him.
He's so smooth.
He really is.
He's very smooth.
And his arm has been on full showcase too. He's made some good plays where it's like, yeah, we see why he gets talked about so much for his arm.
You watch him and you're like, yeah, it's a shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a major league shortstop right there.
Made a double play tonight with Ozzie, and
he still don't think he's touched.
No, he touched the bag so swiftly that I had to watch it in like 0.2 speed to see if he actually touched the bag.
It's like that old fashioned, like they just in the area code.
Yeah, and he also, it was a very slow chopper to Ozzie. Arcia comes over there and gets the ball.
Shoot.
And
I dare you to run on him, Tyler. Uh-oh.
Oh, Ronnie.
Busador. You don't run on him.
And Tyler O'Neill is really
He's
fast.
freakishly fast. That's two outfield assists from Raccoon tonight. Threw him out by 3 steps. He didn't even make it to the dirt.
Walking off the field just laughing.
Contreras don't pick that at home, by the way.
What, I pick that at home.
He threw him out by like 3 steps.
Yeah.
Man.
We're
not
yeah.
on TV.
Arcia, though, I'm very happy with him. There's nothing else to really say about him.
He's going to be a shortstop till something bad happens, I think.
Yeah,
we should be fine with
have we
that.
talked about his contract extension?
I
don't know if we did.
Because that happened
Opening day.
Yeah.
He did sign, what was
3 years,
it? 3 years, like $8 million or something? Very cheap.
I think Scott Coleman said on Twitter today,
Give him another one.
it's time for another extension.
Yeah, after he hit the homer, he did.
Your everyday shortstop's making like $2.2 million.
Yeah, and
playing
he
well.
signed for 3 years. There's very little chance he's not here on that contract in 3 years.
He fits in so well.
Yeah.
And he can play multiple positions.
Yeah.
He seemed fine playing multiple positions. Like last year, when we got him over here 2 years ago, he went to AAA.
Mm-hmm.
After he was a starter in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's going to be a Brave for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to end up becoming the Adrianza type guy, just not as agile as Adrianza.
Adrianza didn't play that many years, though.
No, but I'm talking about he's going to be that role.
Yeah, for sure.
But he won't be like your outfield
I mean,
guy.
crap, if he's playing the way he is, he might
He can
just
play
be
every
he
infield
might just be at
position.
shortstop.
That's what it's looking like right now. I mean,
He can play left. He's played it before. You don't want him to, but he can.
you find somebody else to go to left field.
Yeah.
Like somebody like Eli White.
Hilliard, I believe, got a hit opening day, didn't he? Or he had a plate appearance. Maybe he walked.
He had a stolen base one of the games.
I think opening day he got in. I think that's it, though, for the roster. I mean, anything else? We're 45 minutes in here, so.
I can't think of nothing else. I couldn't just watch that throw.
Ronnie's back.
One hop.
I didn't think he had a shot. I thought the
He
way that the
missed-
camera
he missed his leg when he went to tag.
the way that the camera looked, I thought O'Neill was like coming in easily.
He was jogging.
I thought he was in.
He
Yeah.
was not running full speed around third. And then
He's very fast.
You could tell like he
Yeah.
looked. He was like, "Uh-oh,
Yeah.
I forgot who's playing right field." That's the coach's fault.
Yeah. Anything else though? Eli
Mike
White 3 homers, 3 games in AAA.
Soroka had a good day today. It
Ian
was
Anderson
good.
did
Good
not.
to see that. I think he went 3 2/3 with one run.
Yeah.
They're still letting him build up. So
Ian Anderson did not.
Ian Anderson, think that ship is just about sailed.
No, he'll be all right. He'll come back.
He won't pitch for us this year, I don't think.
This year, probably not.
Let's put it this way: he won't pitch a meaningful game for us this year.
Yeah.
He'll do a spot start or two.
He might pitch Friday.
This is how I'm looking at it. It's the Kyle Wright situation, except he's actually had success.
Except he had a 5-inning no-hitter.
Yeah, he's actually had success. Give him this entire year in AAA. It worked for Kyle.
I thought Mike was Guillermo.
Good.
I
miss Guillermo. He's in freaking Korea, ain't he?
bet he's going wild.
I bet he fits in so well in Korea because they get crazy over
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Mike's going to hit this at bat.
Hopefully.
So
Anything else? I can't
Christian
think.
Pache, old friend alert. He's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's how bad things are up there right now.
He went, I think, 0-3 his first game. He started the other night. Sunday Night Baseball.
Oh, they shifted him perfectly.
Yeah, Sunday Night Baseball, he got the start.
Yep. But besides that, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Go Braves.
Yeah, hopefully we pull out this win. Get to 4-1.
Yep.
And then,
I've sent out some DMs to some guys I listen to. Hopefully one of them bites and we'll come on here and chat with us.
I didn't know who the crap this was coming to the plate.
That's Sean Murphy.
Yeah, it is.
He just looks like a baseball player from Iowa.
He looked like Max Fried. I was like, Max got a bat.
He uses just the plain old
batting 111. Yeah, I think that's it.
You can't give him
Go
that.
Braves! Let's
Chop
get a
on,
win
baby.
tomorrow.
Chop
Day
on.
game. Can we win a day game?
Elder get ran in the third tomorrow.
Who the crap? Oh wait, is it the one for them? McCollus? I guess going for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
It'll be game 6.
We are facing McCollus.
I ain't scared of him.
No, he sucks.
All right, go Elder.